Alright. This big pine is graveyard dead. The house is sitting right there. You see that snag is standing up. We're going right for that dude. Everybody talks about I don't run the Huskies no more. I do. I still run them all the time. I'm gonna cut this one with a 550 XP. This is the baddest saw on the planet right here. Right on down through there, baby. Hit that thing. Dead centered it. You fell in sight right there. Just line up with, man. You put it right wherever you want it. I'll cut in a couple pieces. And I'll take the machine, just knock it over now. Only thing I gotta get up is my rope. Right there, I'm gonna come throw these things out of the way. A lot of comments all the time and down below that people say, I'll abandon the Husky, I don't run the Huskies no more, blah, 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 this right here, that right there. You can look at that bar and tell I still run the Huskies quite a lot. It happens to be a lot of times when I'm filming in the lift or filming up in a tree, and I am going to be running, if I'm running a gas saw, I'm going to be running the steel up there in the tree because it is so light. Now I've got a really good video coming up with the 550 where I was blocking a tree down, a spar down. I was running a 550 in it because it is so light. The 400 is probably my favorite saw that I've got, that I run a lot. The 550 XP Mark II Husqvarna is the baddest saw on the planet, period. End of the story. If I had to have one saw and could only have one saw, I would have the 550 XP Mark II. I love the high revving on it. I think that saw runs out at about 15,500 RPMs when it hits the rev limiter. And I like that. That's the original one. That's the one that I thought was blowed up that Chris actually flooded that saw so bad that it just wouldn't crank one time. We were running the chipper, and you know, if you're running around a lot of noise and you're not used to like the feel when the saw pops, and a lot of people don't know like the saw when it's in between, you know, cranking it without a choke, cranking it on fast idle, or cranking it on a choke. And that takes a lot of experience and it takes a lot of feel. And that saw got flooded really, really bad. And I thought it was done for, and thought I was going to build it. That's the one I actually pulled the piston out of and put it back together, and it fired right up and ran. I thought it had lost compression and all that stuff like that, but it hadn't. I had that saw right there was given to me by Husqvarna in March of 18. And that's one of my most run saws that I run. Chris runs it all the time. I mean, every time we're doing something, we're chipping, that's the saw he picks up, and that's the saw that he runs. Like it with a 20-inch bar. You can see that pine right there. That pine's huge, man. That pine was probably 150 foot tall. You can do the same thing with that saw right there that you can do with a 395, a 661. You just got to be crafty and do it with a shorter bar. You're learn how to use the felon sights, and you can line those trees up just like I did right there and hit that snag, that spar that was standing out there dead centered every time. I didn't have the machine up against it. I just stuck the wedge in it right there, you know, and had the machine sitting there just, you know, just in case that I needed it for a backup. Hope y'all all have a great day. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.